Ok, aquí estamos con... ¿Cómo se llama, carnal?
Arturo.
Arturo. Estamos con Arturo aquí en el parque de Richie Valens. Ok, un parque que aquí viven pura raza aquí en este lugar. Y estamos aquí para preguntarle unas preguntas. ¿Qué crees que se puede decir del pueblo latino que votó por Donald Trump?
Podemos decir, para mí es una gente ya que está cometiendo como racismo.
Es como la raza está cometiendo racismo.
Está cometiendo racismo porque está discriminando a nuestra propia raza. Sabíamos lo que iba a suceder y lo están discriminando. Todo por no tener papeles nosotros y ellos por tener papeles.
Entonces está diciendo que la raza que tiene papeles...
Mucha raza que tiene papeles discrimina, pero mucha raza que no, aunque tenga papeles, está a favor de nosotros todavía. Okay. Igual.
Okay. Y la otra pregunta es, considerando la división que existe dentro de nuestra comunidad entre mexicanos, otros llamados latinos como brasileños, salvadoreños, hondureños, por ejemplo, ¿crees que podríamos cerrar la brecha entre nosotros al darnos cuenta de que pasamos por la misma lucha y que a los ojos de nuestros opresores todos somos iguales?
Pues sí, todos somos iguales, aquí todos venimos a lo mismo, no importa la raza o no importa del país que venga, aquí todos venimos a lo mismo y el que puede y el que no puede no importa de qué país sea, no porque yo sea mexicano, Estados Unidos va a estar a favor mío, no, aquí el que viene de donde viene y venimos a lo mismo, porque no vamos a decir porque tú eres de Salvador, eres mejor que el mexicano, no, aquí nadie es mejor que nadie, aquí todos somos iguales.
Ok, gracias por eso. Gracias. Ok, aquí estamos con Roberto en el parque de Richie Valens, aquí en San Fernando Valley. Y estamos aquí nomás para preguntarle dos preguntas. La primera es, ¿qué crees que se puede decir del pueblo latino que votó por Donald Trump?
Pues porque la regaron, porque está muy mal la cosa, todo lo que está haciendo no está nada bien, hace puras cosas, está haciendo puro que no sirve, pues. No está fregando a los latinos.
Ok, la otra pregunta es, considerando la división que existe dentro de nuestra comunidad entre mexicanos y otros llamados latinos, como brasileños, salvadoreños, hondureños, por ejemplo, ¿crees que podríamos cerrar la brecha entre nosotros al darnos cuenta de que pasamos por la misma lucha y que a los ojos de nuestros opresores todos somos iguales?
Pues sí, es que pues todos tenemos que hacer la lucha ahora sí uno para sobrevivir mejor aquí. Es que es mejor, pues toda la gente batalla. Ya ahorita todos los que andan allá para, ¿cómo se llama? El canal de Panamá, se están devolviendo porque querían venir para acá y los regresaron. Está duro. ¿Y qué hace uno? Pues más de aguantar la vara, o sea que por causa de él. Así está la situación. Es lo que puede uno hacer, ¿qué más? Echarle ganas, es todo. Ponerle ganas al negocio, al asunto y pues trabajar, es todo. Uno viene a trabajar y si le toca las malas, pues ya, ni modo. Pero uno echarle ganas, pues es todo. Ponerle ganas duro. Es todo lo que puedo decir, pues qué más. Nomás ponerle que toda la gente le eche ganas y no se rajen. Más de aguantarnos y vámonos, echar para adelante, todo para adelante y nada para atrás. Sí, es todo.
Okay. Pues gracias mucho por la entrevista.
Hey, this is Priest's Officer, Quadacia Island, ISUPK, under Commander General Yohana, and today we're with
Eddie.
What do you think as far as, in your opinion, Donald Trump targeted the Hispanic community on deportation, but has not targeted other immigrants like the Chinese, the Arab, and Iranian on deportation?
I personally think it's a little bit unfair because if you really notice, majority of population here in Pacoima, where we're at right now, it's mostly like Central American, you know, Hispanic, Mexican and stuff. If you ever go to every store, all you see is Mexican. So I feel like personally, it's like he's just aiming towards us, like in a very like, I don't know, racist manner, which is so funny because his wife is like, you know, immigrant too. So in my opinion, I just feel it's uncalled for because, you know, I feel like majority of Mexicans, they all have, you know, they always see them, they're always like, we're just about working, you know, everybody just works and stuff, they have their money, they have to take care of their families, they're not here to go do stuff, like crazy stuff, you know how you say supposedly they're rapists, child molesters and all that, that's like mostly for other people, you know what I'm saying, like, but he makes it seem like if us as people that actually take care of our kids, you know, our families and stuff, makes it seem like we're still bad, like, you know. But I just think mostly it's like more like, it just goes deeper because, you know, just because he's a white president, you see a bunch of white people. Like if you go towards like Border Ranch or something, I personally feel like, yeah, I just think it's messed up, you know. Me personally, I didn't vote for him, you know, I'm not political, but I do listen to each individual and what they think and say. And I personally, I don't know, man, that's just insane. It's like, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I just think it's crazy, to be honest.
So I got one more question for you. As far as the Latino community that went out and supported Trump and also voted for Trump, do you feel at this time that he has actually betrayed them?
Like you think that like they betrayed our race and stuff?
Right.
I think so, you know, because I've had individual friends of mine that, one or two maybe, like I don't really talk to them as much, but you know, they voted for him, but not for the reasons that he's the racist part, but they voted for him in a way because he's like, oh, Trump's gonna give us all this money and stuff like that. He's gonna make these possible. Like, I guess they just to use him for his little financial gain towards, like people. Like he said, supposedly he's gonna help mostly taxpayers, like our taxpayers or people, hardworking Americans and stuff like that, to get most of their pay or something like that. They're not get taxed for it. But I personally think I don't like it. Yeah, I think it's messed up. You know, you basically you're kind of turning your back on a Hispanic community, especially because all you see is Latinos right here. You know,
Right.
I think it's like a slap in the back. Me personally, if somebody like, you know, they say that all immigrants should, you know, because I've seen on the news how they say that all immigrants should be deported, and the person that's saying is Mexican. So you're basically saying, you know, your parents should just be gone too. So I just think they're just whitewashed and fucked in the head, I think. In my opinion, I personally think they just get slapped or something. That's just my opinion. I would slap them in the head for that. But that's just me though. Not to be violent, but I feel like if us as Latinos like gathered together, not marching in a peaceful way how I've seen it, and we kind of do it in the way where like Malcolm X did it, like in that way. You know what I'm saying? How they actually listen to you, and you got to do things obviously like you know, violence, I guess. I think in that way they'll listen to you more, rather than the Martin King way, you know, where it's just all peaceful. But you can't go based on that because he's just being racist towards everybody. It's just how I would deal with it. I don't know how everybody else thinks, but I personally think like if I wanted to make a statement how we're doing it right now, it would be like the Malcolm X way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man, for your time. With that being said, man, shalom. What we doing? Hit him? I'm just saying that. All right, no sweat.
I drink my horchata warm because fuck ice.
That's right. That's good right there. All right, so I'm Precinct Officer Oscar Ward of the ISUPK, and we're here today with
De la Mora.
De la Mora. Okay, so we just have some quick questions for you. The first one is, why do they say Latinos bring crime when most of us are just looking for a better life?
Well, who's saying that, you know? We're not saying that shit. And when you look at crimes, you got to look at all the crimes they're doing, you know? Just the other day, ICE is busting in without a warrant, you know? So that's a crime in itself. Who's following what? So how the fuck are we gonna, you know, follow these stupid ass rules that they make when they themselves don't follow them? You feel me?
Got you. Right.
And you gotta remember who crossed the ocean to get over here. Feel me? Mm-hmm. We gotta go back to basics.
Right.
When it comes to that,
Right.
we gotta remember that.
100%.
So
we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
But people don't want to hear that.
It's fucking stupid. Like, we are the original inhabitants of this land. So how the fuck are these fools coming over here making rules?
Right.
Feel me?
100%. And the other question is, if everyone in this country comes from immigrants, what right do they have to decide who stays or who leaves?
Again, that's what I just said. It's like these motherfuckers just came, you know what I'm saying? Came destroy. All they brought was fucking death and destruction, you know, to this Western Hemisphere that was already doing its own thing, you know what I'm saying? So they come and now they impose all these stupid ass rules, and then they make us seem like we're the criminals for just migrating in our own land, in our own territory. This is all our shit.
Right.
So,
100%.
yeah, that's how I feel about that. And I mean, it's just facts. It's not even how I feel, it's facts. So
100%. Oh, so one more question. What's your opinion for the Latinos who are in support of Trump and who voted for Trump?
they gotta look in the mirror, man. They gotta look in the mirror. They got this shit backwards. I mean, just listen to the shit he's saying. This is a man that's constantly gotta say that he's the strongest president, that he's like, you know what it is? When people in the room gotta say all of this shit, it just means that they're not. It means they're weak as fuck.
Right.
And we gotta remember that we outnumber these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So we're the motherfucking majority. So we have the power. The people have the power.
Right.
And that's why we're out here, you know what I'm saying? Representing.
Facts.
So, yeah.
Facts. All right, the water for that. Thank you for the interview. This is the ISUPK under Commander General Johanna.